To all who celebrate, happy Kwanzaa. The African-American holiday begins today and runs through New Year's Day. Governor Tony Evers and First Lady Kathy Evers released a statement honoring the holiday here in Wisconsin. A professor of Pan-African Studies created the holiday in 1966 as a non-religious celebration of family and social values. He designed it as a way for African-Americans to reconnect with their ancestral roots by celebrating African culture. Now, the name Kwanzaa is derived from a phrase meaning fresh fruits. So each night, people will light a new candle on a 7-faced candelabra. On New Year's Eve, participants then take part in a feast.